Yo, welcome everybody to the one more day. Listen, y'all, it's one more day till the Vols senior day. Man, I could cry thinking about it, man. Gosh, I don't want it
It's
to be
crazy.
over. I don't want it to be over, but man, we got 3 games, man. Tennessee has the opportunity. Their college football playoff hope's still alive. Everything is right in front of us, y'all. Welcome to the one more day. And you already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby.
It's the Northander set to race onto the field. The Bidens will be boarding the giant T that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day, becoming Glendale as the big orange sets to race on the Geo Watkins Field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
Yes, sir. It's the one more day. It's your boy Ruck. Got my boy Turner here with me. Y'all, look, man. Tennessee gets to play football tomorrow. Feels like it's been 3 weeks, I swear.
This week has been the slowest week, bro. It really has.
I feel like everything has been slowly stacking on top of each other. Like, it's like, bro, are we ever going to play? Like, what in the world is happening?
Yeah, dude, I know. Man,
Um,
sold out. You believe that?
sold out Neyland Stadium, bro. Hey, it's senior day. Like I said in the intro, man, senior day. I don't want to have those senior day woes.
I'm with you. Bro.
I don't want to walk in. I don't want them to walk in sleeping, which they could and they could not. I don't know, man. I think they're so fired up and ready to just play, especially after hearing all the talk about how good Missouri's defense is and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think we're going to ever face another inferior opponent like we did when we played Georgia.
No, I don't either.
But y'all, man, we get to play tomorrow. It's a different kind of feeling, like I said, because it being senior day. I mean, there are a lot more seniors on this team than I thought.
Yeah.
There's a post that came out yesterday, man, and it just had images of all the players who's their last game. I mean, Jeremy Banks, Byron Young, possibly, Cedric Tillman, Hendon, J.J. Crawford, Princeton Fant, Chase McGrath, Roman Harrison, Aaron Beasley, Juju Mitchell, Latrell Bumpus, Darnell Wright, Jalen McCullough, Trey Flowers, and Jerome Carvin.
Man.
Literally all Pruitt guys, man, except for Jeremiah Crawford.
Literally.
And it sucks, man, because these are the guys that I can really say were a part of the change. They stuck around. They weren't one of the 34 who transferred and left the program in shambles. They were the ones who helped stay here and build it. And so I tip my hat. If you're on YouTube, you see it. I tip my hat to these cats, man, because they could have took the coward way out as well and left the University of Tennessee for elsewhere, but they stayed and they planted themselves and grew as men, but also they grew as football players. And the biggest thing is they got the University of Tennessee football program back relevant.
Yeah.
So
100%, man.
I hate that I'm not going to be going to the game tomorrow. Last game just seems like it's gonna be an ugly day. I hope it's not. I hope that it's really that rain kind of kicks out, and obviously it's still gonna be cold, but I hope that rain kind of moves out and paves the way for a great day of football on Rocky Top, man. Turner, this is completely out of left field, but you want me to tell you something I realized, bruh?
What?
I know why we lost to Georgia now.
Why is that?
I didn't wear my jacket once that week.
Hey, man, superstitions.
I ain't superstitious, but that's the one thing that every time Alabama week, what I do, I wore it. Florida week, I wore this every show. Alabama week, I was like, I'm gonna pull it out on Friday.
I was kind of the same way. I didn't wear any of my stuff either.
Dude, we was just lollygagging. We was like, yeah, we're gonna go down there and turn up. And then we got turned up on.
We got turned up on. I'm
So,
locked in. I think.
you
I think that's
see, y'all see, I'm back. Hey, I said I got at least once a week. Now I already know it's a dub. You feel me? Period. But yeah,
absolutely.
I realized that, and I was like, dang, that's why we lost. So my fault, y'all. My fault. Y'all blame Ruck from straight up Tennessee. Don't be, we got kicked out because I didn't wear my starter, my old school starter.
Man, this is kind of off topic. Back to Byron Young. Ain't he's still got a? I'm not saying he's going to, but he's still got a COVID year, right?
A lot of those dudes do. Aaron Beasley's got a COVID year. Juju Mitchell. Woo, excuse me, y'all. Juju Mitchell, Aaron Beasley, Crawford. Sorry, not Crawford. Carvin, Hendon, and Said, I think, took their COVID year. But I think Cedric Tillman can come back, though.
No, Cedric Tillman can come back. I was looking on the roster today. It said it's got him on there as a redshirt senior.
Yeah, because his freshman year, he didn't play. I remember that. Yeah.
He ain't going to come back, but
he don't need to. But, yeah, bro. Dude, this is sad, dude. This is the last home game in Neyland, bro. I am very excited, though, because I really do feel like it's going to be time for these boys to just kind of get over what happened last week and go play.
Go show up and show out, 100%. So, get this question out of here early.
Okay.
Who's your playmakers, offense, defense, for Tennessee?
Who did I say Monday or Tuesday on the who is? I don't remember. I think I said Hyatt. I said Jalen Hyatt. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I'm
still sticking with it.
I'm gonna stick with Hyatt. And then I'm gonna say a position group. I think the running backs gotta do something for me, man. It's not that Georgia shut us down, but man, we had to start throwing it a lot. And I just want to see Josh Heupel not get away from the run, even if it's not there early.
Well, especially if it's gonna be raining.
Exactly. Yeah. Defensively, man, it's those defensive backs. I think that unit is coming into its own, and they are so close. They're so close, man. And it's beautiful to know that those guys, and when I say those guys, I mean Slaughter, Turnage, those guys will be back next year. So I feel really good about what's happening.
Man, both of us are yawning.
Y'all, it's early, dude. What you mean?
What about the news? I don't know did you see the news drop last night about Jalen McCullough's case?
Yes. That's interesting.
Getting sent to the grand jury?
I'm interested about this. Like, what happened that we don't know?
Yeah, Burrell testified for McCullough because they're roommates.
What?
I think was it Burrell?
This is interesting, dude, because I thought it was just over.
I did too, man. Let me see if I can.
But it's not, obviously. And this is extremely interesting to me. I'm not quite sure why this is coming about now. So, says McCullough, I'm going to read this. Tennessee safety Jalen McCullough, charged with felony aggravated assault stemming from an October arrest, had his case sent to a grand jury after appearing in court Thursday. The Knox County judge, Andrew Jackson, the sixth, denied a request by McCullough's attorney, Chloe Akers, to dismiss the case based on the grounds of self-defense, and instead ruled that a grand jury should hear the case to determine if it will move forward. A court date was not set. Mr. McCullough may very well have had good self-defense case, but that's something a jury is going to have to decide, Jackson told the court. McCullough missed the 2 games that followed his arrest on October 9th after police said he punched a man in the face and knocked him down the stairs, rendering him unconscious. This occurred after the man who said he had been drinking was intoxicated mistakenly entered McCullough's apartment. McCullough returned to the Tennessee lineup for the Volunteers' past 2 games against Kentucky and Georgia. Coach Josh Heupel said that Jalen McCullough was not suspended, and sources at Tennessee told ESPN that McCullough had been cleared to play by both the university and the athletic department. McCullough injured his right hand when he hit the man, which also played a role in him missing 2 games. School officials on Thursday declined to comment on McCullough's arrest case going to a grand jury, other than to say there hasn't been any change to his playing status. The Knox County judge heard the testimony Thursday from both McCullough and the man McCullough punched on October 9th, and their versions of what happened that night were markedly different. McCullough's teammate and roommate, Warren Burrell, also testified Thursday.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought, man.
So this is interesting because as you keep reading, it says McCullough said he hit the man once the man stood just outside the apartment door. And McCullough and Burrell both said the man became more aggressive and threatened to come back inside the apartment after McCullough backed him out of the unit. Burrell said McCullough had to back the man out of the apartment because he wouldn't leave on his own, and that he was all the way in the living room near the television before being backed out of the unit. So he was in there. The man, however, says that he knocked and then opened and unlocked the door and started to walk in when he realized he was in the wrong apartment. He said he apologized and started to walk out. The man said he was about 30 feet away from the apartment door when he heard McCullough running up behind him. And as the man was about to turn, he said McCullough hit him in the face and he fell backward down the stairs. Now, let me say something. I ain't never been to an apartment where you can be 30 feet away from the front door if it's on a balcony.
Facts.
Think about apartments. Like, you're not 30 feet away from the people across the hall or across the breezeway from you. So how are you 30 feet away from the door? And why would Jalen McCullough run? Now that story makes zero sense to me.
I think that's a big thing, man. He's the judge or whatever is getting 2 completely different stories.
And he says that. He says the judge said there were 2 different stories from that night, and that the 2 undisputed facts of the case were that McCullough hit the man and that the man was intoxicated. The judge, in explaining his reasoning for not dismissing the case, said one of his concerns was why, once McCullough had gotten the man out of the apartment, he didn't just shut the door and call the police if the man was still trying to come in. Because in that moment, dude, like, if somebody's standing at my front door and I don't know you, but you drunk and you probably talking crazy to me, I'm probably going to punch you too.
That's the thing, man. Who knows what that dude is saying?
Now, Turner live in the country. He ain't punching. He going to get the shotty. You hear me? He going to get the shotty.
You ain't going to get very far.
It says, to end this thing, it says the judge also said that some of the victim's statements are not consistent, but you have to take into account that he had suffered a concussion and was intoxicated.
Dude, so...
Bro, get out of here. Get out of here.
He was out of his mind. That's what he was.
Bro, get out of here. That last statement is just like, bro, y'all got to calm this down. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, so you might not know the answer to the question of this, but does that affect his play for tomorrow?
No, they said in the article, it says that the team said that this does not affect his playing status or eligibility. So I fully expect Jalen McCullough to be back there starting at strong safety tomorrow. I mean, unless something crazy comes out today, like later on. But I feel like as these details to continue to develop, like it doesn't make a ton of sense. The victim's case is purely stupid, in my opinion. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Term. Enough of that. Let's move into this real quick. I ain't say nothing about this week because I was like, let's leave this for the one more day.
Okay.
You taking the pill or we playing defense first Saturday?
I'm taking the pill.
You trying to show them who we be?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm playing defense this week.
Man,
I want them to have some momentum.
We just hadn't done that good when we played defense first this year. We always do better when we go out and score first.
How many games? Well, I mean, I guess Kentucky, we had the ball first.
Who got the ball first? Alabama.
Alabama got the ball first. Yeah. Same with Florida. I remember because you remember we got the ball out of halftime. No? Yeah. 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 Alabama did get the ball first because we did not score on our first possession out of halftime.
You're right.
So yeah, I'm playing defense, I think, simply because I want them to know that they ain't gonna score. Like, I want our defense to come out and just be alive and honestly just bring the juice. I'm extremely excited, bro, because it really is wild to think, Austin, if Tennessee wins out, where are we gonna be in 3 Tuesdays from now on the final? Well, I guess it won't be the final, but really the second to last college football playoff show. Like, in 3 weeks, it'll be the second to last show. Like, where could we be?
Kyle, man, like we talked about in the episode from yesterday, I mean, it all depends. I think it all falls in TCU's hands, man.
I really hate that, though.
And I mean, the more I think about it, man, we're going to disagree on this one. I don't know if you can put LSU in the national championship, even if they win the SEC championship.
You're saying you don't know if you can put them in the playoff?
Yeah, that's what I meant, in the playoff.
Nah, I mean, I listened to some things today, and I agree with you. But normally, if an SEC team wins the SEC championship, and you could have 2 losses, you are a lock.
Well, I would love to know the stat. When's the last time a 2-loss SEC team made it to the SEC championship?
You mean made it to the SEC championship?
Yeah, like when's the last time a 2-loss team made it to the SEC championship and a playoff?
Bro, that's actually a really great question. No 2-loss team has ever made the college football playoff.
Yeah. I mean, I would think not. I mean, I don't care what your resume looks like. I mean, you've got 2 losses.
Yeah. As far as the SEC championship, that I can't find off the top by searching, but there has never been a 2-loss team in the college football playoff. But it says, but if LSU wins out, a scenario that would likely include beating Georgia in the SEC championship game, the Tigers would have a strong case to make it into the field. You beat number 1, man. Like, and I mean, what is LSU now? What are they in the CFP?
6.
No, Oregon's 6.
Are they 7?
Must be 7. Dude, if they get in, there's no way that they are 7, but there's no way that team beats the Georgia. Dude, Georgia's different. Realize this today. Kirby is in year 7.
Year 7.
Year 7.
And that means he's got all his dudes.
All his dudes.
They're all his dudes. Man, I'm looking on here. Hendon Hooker's Heisman odds are plus 300. And, CJ Stroud is 140.
Yeah.
Man, CJ Stroud he threw for 76 yards and ran for 79 in their win against Northwestern. But I guess that just goes to show how much a win means.
That's so stupid to me, though. It's still just so stupid.
I mean, if we're being honest, look at Drake May, the quarterback from North Carolina's numbers. His numbers
are bananas.
Everybody out of the water.
Bananas.
But plays at North Carolina and they got 1 loss.
Yep.
I don't know. That just goes to show me how much winning is a part of the Heisman.
It's a favoritism thing too, bro. Are you a part of the Power 5 schools that everybody loves? And when I say that, I mean Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, um, Ohio State, Michigan, those big schools, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play on those teams? Because if you don't, you probably ain't getting in, and you're probably not going to make it to New York.
Yeah, and I think the big turning point for Hendon was the Alabama game.
What, as far as like him getting in the conversation?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's always been in the mix, but what he did against Alabama, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he has one bad game against Georgia, and we'll see, man.
We will.
Once again, I don't know.
The media hates Tennessee, dude.
They do, man. I was reading an article today. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not going to read the article. I just want to read the title of it to you.
While he finds that, y'all, real quick, this is a perfect opportunity. Like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. Man, we are on our way to 450 subscribers. And this is also a great time to talk about our sponsors in Tennessee Sporting Goods. Tennessee Sporting Goods is a local shop in Knoxville, Tennessee, who is the sole provider of all of Straight Up Tennessee's merchandise. We will have our website up hopefully in a couple days. I cannot wait for you guys to be able to go on and purchase some t-shirts and some hoodies. You'll receive a discount code on every item on our website. And if you're in need of Letterman jackets, sporting things, uniforms, team jerseys, team t-shirts, anything like that, give our guys at Tennessee Sporting Goods a call at 865-688-5454. Or if you are a local in Knoxville or the surrounding areas, just stop by their shop. It's in Fountain City, and it's at 4817 North Broadway. Ask for Jared, Taylor, Melody. They will take great care of you at Tennessee Sporting Goods. Yeah, man. I'm ready for some merch, bro. I want my shirts. I'm trying to show y'all this swagger that we got, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hoodies on fire, tees on fire, hats on fire. And then also don't forget that if you do shop at Tennessee Sporting Goods, just mention Straight Up Tennessee and you might get a 5, 10, 15, 20% discount on your purchase. But just mention Straight Up Tennessee and see what they can offer you.
Yes, sir. Here's that. It's an All for Tennessee article, and it says, Tennessee football, contenders or pretenders? I'm like, dude, get out of here.
That's so annoying.
It really is.
Dude, people are haters, bro. People hate on Tennessee so hard. They do not want us to be successful.
Dude, they don't. I mean, it was tough. Sitting there during the Georgia game, because the Georgia game is the first game I feel like in 3 or 4 games that we actually got to watch on TV, because we had a 2, 3, 4 game streak where we were at home.
Yeah. I mean, what was it at home? I think you had Alabama,
no name team,
UT Martin, Kentucky, and then you go to Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 games at home, so it's like you get used to just watching the game and then watching that Georgia game on TV, man. Announcers, my gosh.
Gary Danielson.
Gosh.
You don't never know. Hey, Gary Danielson is a fan of whoever Tennessee is playing against.
It's a fact. 100% fact.
He loves Alabama. He loves Florida. He loves Georgia. Everybody that's not Tennessee, Gary Danielson absolutely loves. And I can't stand Gary Danielson. Worst commentator ever. He's terrible to listen to. He doesn't make sense half the time. He talking about stuff that's not even about the game. I'm like, just get off the screen.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
And I can't. Watching on TV makes me so mad sometimes. They're trying to show, like, they're trying to show a replay after every play. And I'm like, man, get back to the game. Come on.
Y'all, we run a play every 9 seconds. We ain't got time for replays. You can show the replay at the end of the drive when we score 7 on your head.
Golly, man.
Gosh. Oh, man, Turner, we're going to end this one, man. This is a early one, y'all. We're going to wrap this one more day up because, listen, it's Missouri, man. And I'm not overlooking Missouri. However, I just know Tennessee's coming ready to play. And I got the jacket on. So we've been to dub this thing out. Turner, your final score predictions. Are you changing anything on Friday? This one I know he always be wanting to change stuff.
48. 24.
Hey, you gave him some more points, huh?
I did. I think we still cover. But I think they're going to score.
Okay. Their offense is terrible, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
They got some weapons on the outside, but their quarterback, I'm looking for 2 picks. I'm thinking Turnage and Slaughter might get them a couple more picks this game. Hopefully tomorrow they eat a little bit. I'm sticking with mine, man. 51-20. I like it. I really like 51-20.
We're still not far off.
Nah. But you keep going down in points. I don't like that.
I'm going down in points because I'm taking the rain into consideration.
51-20.
I'm taking the rain into consideration.
Hey, y'all, listen, man. We'll be back Sunday. Hey, Tennessee basketball. Reminder, y'all better be tuned in 1 o'clock. Tennessee plays Colorado at 1 p.m. on Sunday at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be televised, man. This game going to be a banger, man. I think it's going to be a really good game, but I hope Tennessee continues to play great defense and pulls away. I think we just got way too many weapons as far as on the perimeter with Josiah James, with Santi Vescovi, Tyreek Key, Phillips, Sakai Ziegler. You name it, we got it. So I think we will see that separation, and we'll hear a lot of for the Tennessee. So y'all get ready for that, man. We'll be back on the next day. We'll be able to chop it up about that game. And it's all eyes to South Carolina, man. Hopefully Tennessee takes care of business this Saturday, tomorrow. And, man, we can't wait to be back with you guys on Sunday for the next day. Man, just be a reminder. My boy Turner killed the outro yesterday. You feel me? He absolutely murdered it, y'all. So I know y'all like that. Meme that thing, save it on your phone, wherever you need to. But y'all already know what it is, man. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back Sunday.